Hi Cancer, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is a general reading for you. Now, I've already been shuffling the cards and I'm going to look at 4 different areas of your life. The present position, the strength for what's going on currently, your challenge, and then a possible outcome for you. So let's start off with the present position. Now the present position is meant to validate that this is your reading. If the present position doesn't make sense, then it means that one of 2 things are happening. You're watching this reading too early. Put it in a playlist. Let things play out. Sometimes it does have to, sorry, your cards went flying. It does have to play itself out, and then the reading might make sense in about 2 weeks or so. If it doesn't make sense after that, this is definitely not your reading. The other reason why it may not make sense in the present position is because this is just not your reading, okay? And I am a psychic and a medium since childhood, so what that means is you will hear from other tarot readers to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Please don't do that in my readings. This present position, this row, validates whether this is your reading. Now, the reason why I don't want you to continue with the reading if this doesn't make sense to you is because there's an outcome, and the outcome is meant to help you, guide you, help you to make decisions and inspire you and motivate you. And obviously, if this is not your reading and then you start to make decisions based upon the outcome of what I'm giving you, then you can go 10 different ways of the wrong decision, right? So please pay attention to that. Spirit, is there anything else for the present position? Okay. Upright. Thank you. May I please have the strength for Cancer? May I please have the strength? For those of you that now, I have been off of YouTube for many months. Thank you to all my subscribers and my loyal viewers that have reached out to me and who are sticking with me. Personal things kind of took me away from reading, and I apologize for those of you that really look forward to the readings. In the strength position, this is the strength in your energy. You don't need to do anything. It's automatically going to happen. Now, the other thing that's a little bit different from me, you will see it in readers that are Reiki healers. I'm a healer. I'm not a Reiki healer, but I'm a healer. Spirit wants that in the upright position. King of Pentacles. And what you'll see is the cards flip out. Now, and that's Spirit pushing the card out. Other times you'll see the cards just fall. And I can tell within the energy whether that card has flipped out or whether it just fell out because of the shuffle. And I only take cards that Spirit flip out. Everything Spirit wants upright. That's the other thing. You'll see me flip cards that are coming out reverse. I do read reversals, so you know. But Spirit is guiding the reading, so they will tell me, no, I need this upright. Or conversely, they'll tell me, I need you to put it reverse. Spirit, may I please have the challenge for Cancer? Thank you. They want it sideways. Sideways on a card means they both want both aspects read, both upright and reverse. Spirit, may I have the possible outcome? What does Cancer need to know? What will help them? What will motivate them, inspire them? What will help them to make the difficult decisions that they need to make, and anything else they need to know? Whoa. Okay, we have the King of Wands energy here. I'm not going to read out the cards. Sorry about that. I'm not going to read out the cards because until I start the reading. What else? They want this back. They don't want that card. That, by the way, was the Four of Swords. They don't want that for the outcome. Spirit, what else? Thank you. We have the Knight of, we have the King of Wands, Knight of Wands. I said I wouldn't read it out, and here I am reading it out. What else? What else in the outcome? What will motivate Cancer, inspire them? You have some beautiful energy in the outcome. Things have suddenly changed for you. Something has changed up, Cancer. I can feel that quite strongly. Thank you. Okay, let's see what the spirit world would like you to... This is very intriguing energy. You want me to put that in the challenge? Okay. All right. So I'm going to kind of read this challenge and outcome together. It's not a challenge for the future, but it's kind of residue. Okay. So let's take a look at the present position. What's going on here? We have the Death card. We have the Three of Pentacles, and we have the King of Cups. Spirit, bring it forward. Please tell me what's going on with Cancer. What do they need to know? What will validate this reading for them in the present position? So this is meant to validate that this is your reading, Cancer. So what we have here is death, and a lot of very profound endings occurring in your life. It feels like they've been occurring for some time now. For some of you, this has been occurring over kind of like a domino effect of just a lot of endings. And for some of you, this is like not in the last few weeks, but last few months, last couple of years. Like Spirit just told me 5, right? So in the last 5 years, a lot of major endings in your life. And for some of you, what seems like defeat is you winning the war, right? So what seemed insurmountable in the beginning, it feels like you've won the war, all right? And you're coming out victorious, and you're heading towards your joy, your happiness. It's been a long road. Spirit's just saying dark night of the soul. Okay, so you have been going through the dark night of the soul. And what we have here also is, in the present position, a lot of new beginnings, a lot of change. Now, this change is bringing about transformation, both transformation that you have created and transformation just based upon circumstances and these big, huge endings occurring in your life. Now, what we also have is this kind of transitional period in your life that's happening in the current position, present position. You are changing a lot. There is a huge end of a cycle, and there is luck. To others, Cancer, it doesn't seem like there is luck going on, right? Because they've been witnessing like the dark night of the soul. Those that are close to you and kind of know a lot more of the challenges and difficulties that you've gone through in the last weeks, months, years. To them, it doesn't look like anything positive. It looks like like this situation has really worn you down, but they don't know what you're made of, Cancer. They don't know what you're made of. And I see you here walking towards a very higher level of consciousness, happiness, joy. There is a lot of there's a lot of when I say war, this really feels like the battles of war. It really feels like there has been what do you call that when there's war and there's victims as a result of the war, but they weren't the target. I forgot the term for that, but there's casualties of war here that were not intended. You're leaving a lot of turmoil, relationships, things that are just dead and buried, just not even buried, they're just dead to you. But what you're walking towards are new people. There are new people coming into your life, Cancer. And I can see that very, very strongly in the death card here. There is a spiritual sense of some of the people around you, and this could also be you moving, desiring people that can handle what it is that you bring to the table, right? So not everybody that wants to be around you, that are new, do you want to be around? Not that they're bad people or anything. It's just that, it's kind of like the way I look at it, Cancer, is that you've gone from being kind of Luke Skywalker to Obi-Wan Kenobi overnight, right? This is what this experience over the last few years has done, and the thing is that you have not had time to process that. And so I use a Star Wars quote there, not being, other than the first one, I'm not really a Star Wars fan, but that's the analogy Spirit shows me in the change of who you are, right? You go from this kind of skilled individual to begin with, right? Somebody that has integrity, somebody, that the force is strong within you, Cancer. But then the experience has turned you into Obi-Wan Kenobi. So if you haven't seen Star Wars, the first one that is, you might, like back in the day, 1977 or something, you might want to watch that, because that's who you are. You're Obi-Wan Kenobi. This experience has made you into that, which is somebody that's extremely wise, but it's not coming out yet. Even though you have wisdom and all of that, they're still kind of walking away from the debris, all right? That was very long, drawn out first card for the present position. Hopefully the reading is not that long, but Cancer, I've been offline now for many months, so all these readings for the beginning of the horoscopes, as I get back into it, may be very, very long. Here we have in the present position the Three of Pentacles. And again, there's new people that are learned, people that are wise, people that have your best interest at heart, new people coming forward to join forces with you and get you through kind of like the finish line. There's also people here wanting to collaborate with you. There's union here. There is the beginnings of new money here, new relationships. There's teamwork here, collaboration, learning, implementation, building something extremely strong. And there is this feeling of just these people that you just kind of meet on your way, random people that you just talk to, whether that be in the store or whoever, right? It's not like you're seeking them out, but there's an inner light about you, Cancer, that you've gone through something. There's something in your eyes, there's something in the expression on your face, there's something, and it's almost kind of like an acceptance, a calmness about your spirit of accepting what has happened. And your aura has changed, so you're attracting a lot of people that are now here to join with you in the next chapter of your life, right? Now remember what they say, some people come for in your life forever, some people come for a season, some people come for a moment, some people come for a day, and you never know, right? You never know who belongs where. And there are people that seem to, like, this person's going to be with me like forever, and then they're with you for like, I don't know, a month. And then there's people that you're like, there's just no way this person's going to be in my life long term. And then 20 years later, they're, one of the mainstays in your life, reliable, dependable, consistent, just pure love and slow burn, right? So don't judge. It will play itself out in time, but a lot of new things around money, around spending money too, right? So there's a need to spend money here too, and there's collaboration with that. And there's also kind of catching up and all of that in regards to money. So that is there, strong in your energy. Very nice. Very, very nice, authentic energy coming from the Three of Pentacles here. You know, you've got we've got the 13 and the Death card. 13 is my lucky number. So 13 is always a very powerful card in a reading for me, and it kicked off your reading, the number 13, right? It's strength, it's power, it's rebirth. And here we have the number 3, and probably, you know, one of the most, if not the most powerful number in the universe, if you know anything about numerology. So 3 represents in spirituality, you know, like in Christianity, let's say the Father, Son, the Holy Ghost. In tarot, it represents past, present, future. The Om symbol is the number 3. Jesus lived for 33 years. 3 is a very, very, very powerful number in all aspects of all religions, all spirituality, and we have it sitting in your present position. So I'm loving the energy off of this card for you in the present position. Now here in the last card to represent your present position, we have the King of Cups. Spirit, bring it forward. What's going on in the King of Cups here? Energy for Cancer. Contemplation, Spirit just said really loudly. There is a lot of air energy here. We've got a lot of emotional energy here. There is somebody around you, Cancer, that, and this could represent more than one person. You have very strong people around you who love you extremely deeply. This is what the King of Cups represents. Now, for some of you, it's just one person. For others of you, I'm getting that number 3, right? There's 3 people in your life that you can identify, or you may not know, but these people have great love for you, great loyalty to you. They're thinking about the things that you've gone through. They want to support you, right? So here in the King of Cups, we've got this, you know, there's that movie. I don't know what the hell's going on with these movie analogies. I never do this in readings, but Spirit is bringing me that movie, Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. And the main character, Jimmy Stewart, goes through this tremendous hardship, and he loses his will to live. And the angels come down to help him, guide him, get him through this. But one of the reasons why the angels come down is because everybody in his life is praying for him. And he is a good person, and he's helped so many people. And in his hour of need, he is unaware that people are praying for him. People are praying for you, Cancer. They're praying for you. They want the best outcome for you. You have very powerful forces of love behind you. And again, you may not be aware of it. This may be a movie that you want to see. It's a Wonderful Life. Because you're that character. You're the Jimmy Stewart character, right? And everything's going to be okay. It really is. Beautiful energy. Also a lot of energy from the spirit world coming forward here. Spirit is telling me if you have you know, if you can recognize and identify with people in the spirit world, for some of you there is a strong father figure close at hand. Ask for help. For those of you that can't identify with that, just pray to God, right? You can't go wrong. For those of you that don't believe in God, I don't care what you're praying. Pray in the universe. Pray in the elephant, right? It doesn't matter. Prayer is about setting intention. And whether you believe it or not, what we think we manifest. And when you ask for help, when you know, even if you're begging for things to go right, you're manifesting. One of these days I'm going to do a video about that. I'm the number 1 manifester that you'll ever meet. But you're manifesting, right? So continue to ask for what you want. Continue to ask the spirit world for help. Continue to ask the spirit world and God to light your way for you. Anyway, present position, okay? So it's been challenging. Basically, you've gone through a lot. There are a lot of people in your life coming forward, a lot of new people, and then there's a lot of strength here in this energy of people that love you. Here in the strength position, we've got the King of Pentacles, we've got the Chariot card, and we've got the King of Swords, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles, right? We've got some very incredible energy coming out in your reading from beginning to end. And this is very profound energy. So in the strength, what we have you doing here is, you know, you're so blessed in many ways, Cancer. You're so blessed in many ways. And here we have you abundantly looking at how to continue to strengthen your wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, abundance, prosperity, giving back, right? So there's an element of giving back, a lot of spiritual energy here, a lot of focus on money, a lot of positive focus on money. So for those of you that are struggling, don't know where the pennies are coming from, continue to ask the spirit world, God, for their manifestation, for their help, to help you to make clear, strong decisions in that regard, because it does show here in the energy that things, even though they may have been tough, challenging, it does show here that there's a lot of wisdom within how you're strategically going to move forward with money. Now, there is a strong indication that you're building wealth. There is a strong indication that a lot of miracles have happened in your strength energy, and a lot of money things that should have gone the other way didn't go the other way, right? So I see a lot of positive information, energy here, manifestation from things, actions that you have taken. Now, this is not the same as taking a risk. Okay, so be careful with that. I'm not talking about gambling. I'm not talking about Russian roulette with all of your life savings. I'm talking about making investment decisions. I'm talking about making business decisions that make sense, right? I'm talking about wisdom here because we've got the King of Pentacles. Now, here in the Strength energy also, we have the Chariot in the Strength energy. Spirit, why is the Chariot here in the Strength energy for Cancer? You know, there's a lot of choices here in front of you in the Strength energy. There's a lot of decisions that you have to make. There's a lot of quick decisions that you have to make. Now, we do have in the Strength energy, you moving forward quite quickly, or what appears to others to be quite quick decision making. And really, you know what you know, Cancer, right? And when you are decisive, you're decisive. And other people are like, well, why don't you take your time? Well, you know what? That's for them to figure out, not for you, right? So trust your gut, trust your instincts. And I see some very fast decision making here in your Strength energy. Now, there is a balance in that energy. I don't feel like it's frivolous. I don't feel like it's impulsive. To others, it may seem impulsive, but to me, it shows you very grounded. All aspects, I'm looking at this card and reading the energy off of it. So there's aspects here in regards to home, health, happiness, relationships, future endeavors, moving forward. For others, looking like you're being quite impulsive, but in reality, you're standing still and making your decisions really, prepared, right? There's a level and a sense of preparedness that you have gone through in your mind. And for others, I don't know why so many people are interested in the decisions that you're making. You have a lot of the peanut gallery around you offering their opinion, but that's what happens when people love you, right? And they're worried about you or worried what you've gone through. And from the outside looking in, because you're not explaining yourself, and you don't have to, Cancer. This is your life. You live it the way you want to live it. But you may not be explaining your rationale. And so to them, it looks like, well, what the hell's Cancer up to? Well, you know what? It's none of their goddamn business, right? I mean, unless it's like a husband or a child or a wife or a significant other, and your decisions are affecting them, then yes, there is a need for clarity. But very fast moving decision making energy here. Now, Also in the strength position, we have the King of Swords and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we, in the same energy here, in the strength, we have the King of Pentacles and we have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, so powerful sitting in your strength position, because what it means, Cancer, is that Spirit, tell me what it means. Do it justice for me. I can't, I can feel the energy, but I can't put it into words. Can you tell me more about this King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles energy, please? Tell me more. Bring it forward, Spirit. What's going on with this energy for Cancer sitting in the strength position? What's going on? Spirit makes me feel here that you're going to be nurturing practical ideas. You are going to be, again, the focus is on money, wealth building, looking at career, looking at jobs, looking at doing something that's extremely authentic for you. Now, circumstances have changed for many of you, and you have to reconsider how you're doing things and why you're doing things, and kind of there's a need for flexibility here in regards to your time schedule. So here we have the King of Swords, and again, look at this powerful energy, right? We've got the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords, the Chariot. So sitting in your strength energy is very focused energy on how you're going to move forward with money and investment and making sure that it works for you. And I have to say, given the amount of Pentacle energy sitting in the strength, I honestly do feel like this is going to work out in your favor. Very much so. Very much working out in your favor. Okay? Trust, Spirit said. Trust. Now, you have to be taking action in order for things to happen. If you're sitting back, eating bonbons, watching TV all day long and expecting something to happen, ain't gonna happen, right? This part of the reading, the strength, the money, the wealth building, it is focused on Cancerians that are doing things to raise their abundance, their financial windfalls, right? You can't just sit back and wait for it to happen. You know, it's kind of like what they say with the lottery: if you don't play, you don't win. Now, I'm not telling you to buy a lottery card. I'm just giving it to you as an example, right? The action is buying. The possibility, 1 in a million, is that you can win, right? So action means doing something positive in regards to your money. So that could be gaining information, gaining wisdom, increasing your knowledge base so you can increase the amount of money coming into your life. And so that part is for people taking action. All right. Now, in the challenge, Spirit wanted me to read the moon energy, both in the upright and in the reverse, right? Spirit, bring it forward. What's going on here in the moon energy? You've been through a lot. You are very much, some of you are in shell shock in regards to, and there's that term, right? War again. Some of you may be dealing with PTSD. I can say that. I'm a psychologist. For those of you that think that you've gone through something traumatic, very best to go speak to your healthcare provider and let them know about the symptoms you're having. So if you are not sleeping, if you have a change in your health, no matter what it is, no matter how slight, if you are constantly anxious, if you are worrying a lot, right, you want to go to your healthcare provider, because it feels like you have been overwhelmed with emotions to the point where you can't even speak some of these emotions, right? There are certain situations where you've had to hold back your emotions and your feelings about something, and there are other kind of aspects where it's coming out, where it's just kind of falling out, right? And so that's why you've, on some aspects, the energy is being stuck, and you're not able to communicate what you feel. And in other areas of your life, it could be coming out in that you're crying, right? So, you know, it could be, you know, somebody calls you and like, hey, how you doing? And then you start sobbing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm sorry. But sometimes that's how it comes out, right? When you're overwhelmed. And given the fact of all this energy of transformation and what you've been going through, it's no wonder, right? So that's in your challenge energy, a lot of up and down emotions here. Now, in the challenge energy, Spirit wanted me, so this actually came out in the outcome, but Spirit wanted me to move it back into the challenge energy. Here we have conflict, right? 5 of Wands. Competition, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, tension. It could be, like I said, it could be residue of what you've been dealing with. I'm not really feeling like it's new stuff. I'm just feeling like it's cleaning stuff up. Here in the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, we have, there's a bit of disorganization going on, a bit of scattered energy. You know, a lack of balance, right? But I see in the challenge energy, you're regaining that. Why? Because what's grounding the challenge energy is the strength, right? So what I have here is you moving towards reprioritizing what is important to you. What are your values? What do you want to put energy into? So the challenge at this time period is just kind of continuing to move through that. It's not new energy, like I said. It's stuff that's already been going on, but you're wrapping it up. You're wrapping this up. Now, in the outcome, the possible outcome, some really like a sudden shift of energy going from the challenge to the outcome energy. So I want to talk about, for those of you that are not single, this may not apply to you. I'm feeling a lot of single energy for Cancers that are single, or perhaps something's new, but I'm not really getting the vibe of somebody that is married or in a long-term commitment. But so for those of you that are married or in a commitment or have no desire to be in a relationship, this part take with a pinch of salt. It may not make sense to you. Here in the King of Wands energy, bring it forward, Spirit. I have the King of Wands. I have the Knight of Wands. I have the Knight of Cups. And I have the 2 of Wands. There is somebody here, Cancer, that is really thinking about you a lot. There's going to be a lot of communication. Now, this person, interestingly enough, Cancer, has been hot and cold. There's been some, if you know this person already, or if they're coming into your life, they have a tendency to self-sabotage and look in the wrong direction. They think that they're not bringing their past and sullying their future, right? Because they've done work on themselves. However, they are self-sabotaging and they don't realize it. So that's why, like, they don't want to be they don't want you to look at them and judge, like paint them with the same brush of people you've been with in the past and say, well, when I was with my ex, he used to do this, this, and this, and I just don't want, when I see you doing something similar, it makes me quite cautious. And then they jump down your throat and say, I don't want to be thought of like your ex, right? Nobody does. But they don't realize that they're doing the same. Anyway, having said all of that, right, no one's perfect. And here we have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, their energy, the Knight of Cups, and the 2 of Wands, all of it their energy. They're passionate about you. And the thing about it is you guys have your ups and downs, right? And it's because of the past. It could be that you trigger them. It could be that they trigger you. It could be that you trigger each other. But the thing is it's communication. The communication needs improvement. They know that, you know that. If you can get through baby steps of working through that communication and understanding each other and how to communicate without hurting each other, this could be quite an interesting outcome for you. This person, I feel like this person is so guarded, but at the same time, in their mind, in their conscious mind, they want a relationship. And having met you, they want a relationship with you. But it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle that doesn't fit. In fact, it does fit, Cancer. It's just that you got to turn the piece around, right? You got to turn your piece around, they got to turn their piece around, and you'll see that the sides fit. And that's kind of what you're going through right now if you already know this person. If this person, I feel like some of you, I feel like you guys, I'm just going to stick with one thing. I feel like you know this person. I hate when people go all over the place in a tarot reading and you don't know what the hell they're reading. So, you know what's interesting about this person is there's a lot of logic going on, right? I like Cancer because of X, Y, and Z. We have fun together. There's fast moving, passionate energy. But what's so interesting about this person is their guard is up. They think they're under control. What ends up happening, I see them falling in love with you. I see them kind of suddenly just being there one day and just kind of looking at you, or I feel like they look at you. And something quite benign is going on, right? Like, I don't know, in a store buying a pair of shoes or something, and they just kind of in that moment, in that very kind of run-of-the-mill moment, they realize that they have feelings for you, that they are possibly in love with you, and they may not come forward and express that. Things may get, because this person self-sabotages, things may get a little bit more rocky before they get calm, because this person will get scared once their feelings are revealed to them consciously, right? They're then extremely vulnerable. But what ends up happening is I do see them coming forward to you and offering their cup of love. I do see them wanting a future with you. I do see them already unconsciously and consciously planning stuff with you. I see them, they're very passionate about you, and I feel like it's reciprocal. I feel like you're passionate about them too. I feel like there's a lot of laughter here, and that's the thing that can get you, or is getting you through this relationship, is that there is a connection that both of you have. And again, you complement each other more than you rub each other the wrong way. And you bring something of worth and value into each other's lives. And so I do see this person is a huge contender for a possible long-term relationship. But I do see at least the first year, and I feel like there is just this kind of like, oh yeah, we're not together, but you're together, right? I can see that. I can see that in this outcome energy. It's kind of like you were together in the beginning and then you're not together, but then you're doing things together and you're having fun together and you're getting to know each other without the stresses of the relationship boundaries and, expectations and all of that. So take it in stride if you are making up and breaking up and making up and breaking up. And again, this is that energy of people kind of like having an opinion about what you're doing in your life and wanting to be protective of you because of the past and what you've gone through. But this is your connection. This is your future. And you have to give somebody a chance, right? We're not perfect. You're not perfect. No one's perfect. And we're working through our stuff. And so give it time. Give it time, right? Because I feel like this person can be extremely loyal. I feel like they think about you a lot. There's just so much passionate energy. There's so much communication here when it starts to flow. And I do feel like there is a future here for you with this person. Can I get one more card, Spirit? Can I get one more card? I feel like I need one more card for Cancer for the outcome, please. Got a few here, I think. Let's see. We've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Fool. Now we got the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so that just validates it. Ace of Swords, brand new beginning with somebody. Beautiful. mental clarity, breakthroughs, a new idea, success, sharp mind, new, for some of you, there's some health stuff that you got to take care of here. For some of you, there's surgery, right? But anyway, new beginnings, very, very profound beginnings here. Also within this relationship. So this feels like, even the following time period here, the next chapter for you two, right? So this is this chapter right now. And then the next chapter, what we have is longevity, right? Taking a risk, Ace of Swords, brand new beginnings, so much strength, the Fool, and new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, pleasure. There's a lot of pleasure in this relationship. When you guys are not pissing each other off, you guys have a lot of fun together, and sometimes you do need a moment to kind of calm down, but you do both care deeply about each other. And so there is a leap of faith that's going to be taken by both of you in this relationship. And what we have here to end this reading is the Ten of Pentacles. And that's kind of what I wanted to understand more about in your outcome, because I wanted to understand what happens with the money, because money came up so strongly in the beginning of the reading. So here we have the Ten of Pentacles, and so we have wealth, financial security, family, long-term success, and contribution. I do feel that this person is going to be extremely loyal to you. I do feel like they're going to help you financially. In what way? I'm not sure. It could be just to lend you their wisdom and what they have gone through and learned. Others of you, there's investment, long-term, and this is investing in the relationship. This is wealth building for the both of you. And so this does feel like an extremely strong financial union, an extremely strong, passionate love union. And for many of you, I do feel like it may take you for the rest of your lives, right? Beautiful energy. Cancer, that is your reading. If this reading resonated with you, I need to get my channel, How Love Tarot, back into the stratosphere of YouTube. So if you like this video, if you subscribe, if you hit the bell button, also please leave a comment. Let me know how the reading resonated. It will be so helpful, and I love hearing from you. Thank you again to all my subscribers and those of you that are such faithful followers of my readings. I will do everything in my power to bring you as many readings as possible. You take care, and I will speak to you soon.